5-6 minutes to arrive in Nice from here because it's the next city. And once you get out of the train, you are in the heart of the town, in the shopping area, walking distance from the main square of the town and the old town. And so you can also, if you don't want to walk too much, take a tramway, and it's really very, very nice. I think you must have inside the terminal like a small tourism office where they give you the information about that. It's really worth it. But don't think that Villefranche is not worth it. I will tell you in a second, because now we arrive at La Leopolda. Leopold II, King of Belgium, was in competition with the Baroness of Rothschild to buy the narrow part of the peninsula behind. She was much richer, so she won, and he bought instead this hill on your left. The property is enormous. It's half of the hill, and it's called La Leopolda. That's the guardian's house, the yellow one that you have. So if you look down on the left, the road is the limit of the property. So this guy, when he died, it was the property of Agnelli. Have you heard of Agnelli? He was owning Fiat cars in Italy. And Agnelli sold it to an American boy, originally from Lebanon. His name Edmond Safra. Edmond Safra had a bank in New York City, and he wanted to create a bank in Monaco, but he was murdered by his male nurse here. And that was about 30 years ago. And the widow, Lily Safra, wanted to sell the property. And a Russian oligarch owning all the nickel in Russia wanted to buy the property. But last minute, we are in 2009, he refused to buy because the economical crisis was still there. But he had to leave the deposit. And the deposit was 40 millions, just for not having bought the property. And the widow was not in a hurry anymore. But unfortunately, she passed away during COVID. And now, big mess, because the heirs, his side, her side, are struggling to death. We're not talking of 400 million, which was the price of the property. We are talking of over 2 billion, which is all they had altogether. So a lot of very wealthy people living in this area, as you understand. So with respect to the Baroness, you know, Rothschild family originally are from Germany. They are from Frankfurt. Their name is Rothschild, which means red shield. And they were bankers in Frankfurt. And during 19th century, anti-Semitism in Germany was absolutely awful. So they had to escape. And they mixed and they split into 3 branches. The American branch, which is the small one, British brand, and French. In the French brand, they kept being very successful in banking activity, but also in wine business. If you like wine, which I do, try once Mouton Rothschild Bordeaux wine. It is excellent, although today, unfortunately, it now belongs to a Chinese company. So, Rothschild family were also very successful in banking activity, and the Baroness house, which is nearby and which is also worth a visit. The Baroness house, the Baroness was the daughter of the governor of the Bank of France, Alphonse of Rothschild. And Alphonse of Rothschild was the richest man in France. So she was in competition with the King of Belgium to buy the narrow part of the peninsula because she wanted the sea view on the right, on the left, and in front, like on your ship. And she was much richer, so she won. And he lost that piece of land he would have liked to have. So we passed by Nice.